Hello, guys. So now we're back with episode 4 of Rat Sabers. Finally, okay. Now we're gonna be doing player HP and all that stuff. Blah blah blah. Just okay. So first of all, here we're gonna do if we like lose. What am I gonna do? Yeah. If the a player HP is lesser than 1, then we're gonna broadcast a message called game over. Just kidding, I'm not gonna make it that dramatic. Create a message game over. Now we're gonna have I receive game over. Stop the scripts in this sprite. Now we're gonna switch the costume to stand. If else, if we are touching the level, then we're gonna stand. Else, we're gonna switch the costume to our fall costume. Then we're gonna wait for like zero point 0.5 half a second. Then you can choose this. So we're gonna change the brightness effect by 10, and I want it to be slower, so we're gonna do this and then wait 0 0.5 seconds. Then we're gonna what did I just track out? Yeah, then we're gonna hide it. Now when I receive game over, we hide. Now we're gonna make a variable for the spread only. Call it clone question mark. Okay, then we're gonna set clone to 1 when I start as a clone, and up here we're gonna set clone to 0. Now we're gonna hide it if the costume, no, not costume, if the clone is 0. Now we'll just test it by, bro, what is happening? When the flag is clicked, set player HP to 100. Now if the HP is lesser than 1, broadcast game over. Is this fall? Wait. Yeah, because we added this, we have to do, we have to add show and clear graphic effects. And now here too we're gonna have to add show, and now here let's set player, now let's set player HP to 0. Let's see what happens. Can't move. But now what we do is, now what we do is go to the left. Now enemies, when I receive game over, stop the scripts in this sprite. Now we have a stand costume, and then we are gonna have a happy costume. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Now we are gonna make a happy costume. So eat it. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Okay, we're not gonna make it. Okay. Now we're gonna have a happy costume. Then here, let's switch costume to happy. And when I start as a clone, we're gonna switch costume to stand. Or you can make it, or if you have a walk cycle for the enemy, you can do that. Now, lightsaber over here, we're gonna. Now, when I receive game over, stop stop other scripts in the sprite. Then see this move in steps code. We are just gonna put that into the lightsaber code. Now we are gonna this we are gonna take away the hitbox and falling, and the falling down here too. Okay, and now forever we are gonna change speed by -1, and we're gonna set speed x to multiplied by 0.9 speed x, and we're gonna make it a little more slippery and set speed x to pick random -5 to 5, and let's set speed y to pick random to 3 to 5. Now we're gonna have move steps speed y multiplied by 2, and then we're gonna have a new variable. No, yeah, we're gonna have a new variable call it last screen position. Wait, no, just call it last position for this spread only. Then let's set last position to, and yeah, we're gonna have another last position and put this y, and we're gonna take out this block. Why did I make it a variable for this spread only? Yeah, last position y for this spread only, and this, then we're gonna make last position x. Now we drag out two of these, last position x, last position y. Then we're gonna do this. Then if and this, and then we're gonna put equals to, and make sure to put, and order matters here. Okay, now we're gonna put last position y. I put this to for all sprites. You can just do this. I am gonna use my scratch add-ons. You can convert it to, I don't really care if it's, you don't really need to mass, you don't really need to, you don't really need to care if it's for this spread only, but I care. Okay, yeah. So this is here. Then we're gonna stop the scripts in the sprite, and then stop the script. They should really add stop all scripts in the sprite here, but I'm just gonna use cleanup blocks. And yeah, then we're just gonna, so yeah, now let's see what we have with ourselves. Set player HP to 0. Now what just happened? Okay, this is not supposed to happen. Then we're gonna change, then we're gonna have a timer for this sprite only. Okay, then we're gonna change timer to 1. And yeah, this should be in an if else, just drag it out like this, should be in an, okay, if else, change timer by 1, else set the timer to 0. And okay, now we're gonna have, if the timer is, so this should be around 30 frames or 1 second, so like one each or, so this should be around 1 second. The timer is greater than 30. And yeah, set the timer to 0 here. Now let's start again. Set the pledge which is 0. Okay, lightsaber. Why aren't you working? Okay, let's try that again. Set up player HPG. Uh, what is this guy speed by? So then, what? Oh, I know what to do. Ching. And put this in here. Now let's try that again. Ching. What is happening with the lightsaber? Okay, you can just delete all this. Just delete all of this. It doesn't work how I want it to, so let's just let it be there. And yeah, repeat until touching the level. And now we're gonna delete all of these extra variables for this sprite only. But wait, we are going to keep the speed y variable. Now let's set speed y to pick random 1, no, 3, 2, 5. Then we're gonna the block called move, that is run without screen refresh. Then here we are going to change speed y by -1. And yeah, we're gonna change y by speed y. Then we're gonna put move, and then we're gonna fix call if you just gonna write fix collision run without screen refresh. And yeah, repeat until we are not touching the level, and we are going to change y by what time. And now move, no, not move, I said fix collision. Okay, now this should act like I want it. Works as intended. And yeah, we're gonna add a new variable called turn turn speed turn speed for no, not turn speed, yeah. And then we're gonna turn that way in the speed y directions. And yeah, this should be turn left, because it's gonna be negative. And then we're gonna round, where is it, turn round, point in direction divided by point and direction 90, and then we are gonna round it up. Mhm. Now let's try. Set the player HP to 0. Whoa, that's way better than I thought. And then we are gonna wait like 0.5 seconds. Then we're gonna repeat 10. Change the brightness effect by -1. Then we're gonna make you're gonna take the upwards costume. Then we don't need to make it so big, but just to prevent clipping, we're gonna keep some of it over here, and here we are gonna just take away the center glow and make it a little darker, and remove all this. Bye bye. Okay, now this is costume 3. We're gonna switch to costume 3 and clear the graphic layers. And we're gonna wait like a single frame. Boom. And yeah, fix collision. But yeah, since there is still light, we're gonna broadcast a new message. Turn off lightsaber. Turn off lightsaber. Create that. And here the lights. Uh, where's the code? It's here. Okay. And then when I receive turn off lightsaber, we are gonna repeat about like 10 and change the ghost effect by 10. Okay, now let's see what happens. And this should be epic. Wow, wow, that looks great, man. And of course, the enemy is smiling. That looks great. Then we are gonna have, then in the lights, we are gonna wait 1 second and then broadcast new message called fade. Then we're gonna make a new sprite, call it fade, and yeah, okay, move. Then we're gonna make a big black box and called, and then write game over. And you can write whatever you want here. Just it has to be, and don't I mean this is the game over message. You don't write exactly whatever you want, but you can write whatever. Now when the flag is clicked, we hide and set the ghost effect to like 100, and when I receive fade, we are gonna, what do I say? Yeah, we're gonna clear the graph. We are gonna repeat 10, repeat 20, and change the ghost effect by -5. And I forgot. We're gonna show it here. Up front. And yeah, in the lightsaber sprite, come on, where are you? Yeah, when I here in the fixed collision, we did this. You see, actually, it should not be over here, and it should actually be here because we want it to show, not happen instantly. So let's see what happens. Why am I out? What did I get? Bro, did I just launch him out to space? Where'd he go? But yeah, what I want him to do is just jump on me and make him lose. Pretty cool, right? Okay, let's do that again. Okay, wait. Game over. Yeah, stop with the scripts in this. Okay. Set the player HP to 0. And yeah, we are just gonna wait a single frame. Oh no, wait like 0.1 seconds, and then instead of that, it's gonna be the ghost effect. So yeah, and yeah, let's just keep the hide in there. Okay, can I just, okay, now we're gonna clean up the blocks and look at, went away. What just happened? Huh? Okay, that's it for this episode. Why haven't I shared this? Copy. But yeah, that's what I want to do. And yeah, that's it. And I don't really want this full screen thing anymore. So we can just hide it and stuff. And that's it for this guys episode, guys. Let's just see that die thing one more time. Oh, what did I? Can you just kill me, bro? Yeah. And then that's it. Bye.